Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist.
1 Minute Apologist.
Apologetics seeks to give credible answers to curious questions, to give a defense.
What is some practical advice for evangelism? I love Acts chapter 8 in the passage with Philip. Philip is the only person in the New Testament who's referred to as an evangelist, Philip the evangelist. He's also one of the 7 deacons, and he had 4 prophetess daughters. And Philip, while he's called the evangelist, we see a great scene where this evangelist is sharing the gospel with the Ethiopian eunuch. And what we can see in that particular story is Philip is carried away and he's brought to a place where he has this encounter with the Ethiopian eunuch, who is reading a passage from Isaiah 53. And he basically asked, do you understand what you read there? And he gets in the spiritual encounter. He explains Jesus to him. And then the person ends up getting baptized as a result of this encounter. Well, what are some principles we can just draw out of that Acts 8 passage? First of all, we need to be sensitive to the Spirit's leading. Philip was sensitive to the Spirit's leading to the Ethiopian eunuch. Not only that, we need to avoid coming up with excuses. It says in the Bible there in Acts chapter 8 that he ran to the chariot. He ran to the eunuch. He was eager. And if we're not careful, we'll excuse our way out of every evangelistic opportunity. So he was sensitive to the Spirit. He ran at the opportunity. He avoided the excuses. Not only that, he was willing to reach across ethnic barriers. This was an Ethiopian eunuch from Africa. He was also the one responsible for taking the gospel to the Samaritans. So we can't put up certain barriers when it relates to reaching people with the gospel of Jesus Christ. Philip was a no barrier kind of individual. Plus, that's what made him so gifted at what he did. He was eager. Not only that, we need to ask questions. That's what he did. He asked questions. Hey, do you understand what you're reading? And the guy says, how can I unless somebody guides me? Softball. He jumps at that. And then what does he begin to do? He shows him Jesus right there from Isaiah 53. So when we utilize the Bible, I think we need to also show people Jesus in the scriptures. We also need to be prepared to utilize the scriptures in our evangelistic encounters. And we need to call for a response as well. And that's what Philip does, and where he ends up getting baptized. The guy was so ready, he was ready to get baptized. And then we also need to realize that when we're finished with one opportunity, we need to keep our eyes open for other opportunities. That's exactly what Philip did. He went away and he continued to evangelize. So be sensitive to the Spirit. Let's not make excuses. Run at opportunities. Be able to use the scriptures. Show people Jesus in the scriptures. Drive people for a response, and continue to share the gospel with eyes wide open.